morning of the most exciting and amazing day of my life. Well,
and I'm tired and I can't sleep.
And my girl Ellie's here, and I'm gonna link her channel below so you could subscribe to her too. And we're gonna talk about just everything that we were talking about before I push record. No, we were talking about Reese and kind of my fears of what the hell, who is he, why is he around, why was he cast to look so much like a De Laurentiis, and if it's Reese, guys, I'm going to be so pissed at myself for getting back into this show. This stupid season, this first half, I'm sorry, I think it's been stupid. She doesn't necessarily agree with me, but...
Well, yeah, I do, a little bit. I mean, like...
I don't...
liked the premiere, and then, like, the birthday episode. And then the ones after that...
That's it. But even in those episodes, it's like, ooh, Charles has a red balloon. Like, that's supposed to... What the fuck? Now, every time I see a red balloon, I look behind me. I'm like, Charles!
So we know Clark is undercover, and we know that he was meeting Reese. So maybe Reese is undercover, too.
Well...
So, I don't know.
But then, like, I don't get that, because... he's supposedly in charge of that group or works for someone, but why, like, why would they give Hannah money and then Hannah and, what, it was Spencer, right? Like, I don't understand why he would be investigating that. I don't get it. This whole show, this whole 6A, to me, is just stupid. Nothing happened. They're just leading up to, oh, we're going to tell you who Charles is after 5,605 million fucking episodes.
Finale of Answers, hashtag.
And then how many times have they, like, made us think that, ooh, this is going to be the reveal, you know? Like, not for nothing, I mean, you know, the Toby one, that was shocking.
Yeah,
but I think we're going to realize why Toby was that reveal, and, like, you know, obviously, all the stuff with Mary and stuff we're supposed to find out, I think everything's going to come a lot more clear about Toby's role and kind of how he's connected to this.
Yeah.
Which I think's interesting. I'm more interested in some of those things more than Charles.
Yeah. I kind of think almost all of us know who it's going to be tonight. I have a feeling it's going to be Ren.
But what if it is? I'm gonna be so sad.
I know.
Because everyone, like I told you, I haven't been reading a lot of stuff because I'm just getting so annoyed. And it was funny because I watched, you know, Megan, you know, PL Freaks 13's video yesterday. I think they posted it, and it was like Megan says, you know, there's people on there that are going through every fucking character, and they're like, so and so can be A, so and so can be A, and then when it happens, they're gonna be like, well, I told you, and then. It's like, yeah, because you said every fucking character is A. Like,
I saw that too.
Like, I can't do it anymore. People are like, so-and-so's dog is Charles. And, like, like, even I did it to you. I was like, Johnny. And then, like, but who knows? Maybe it is Johnny. It kind of would make sense. And he kind of looks like, I don't know, he seemed like off. And they said 5 episodes. They said he's been in 5 episodes, or at least 5 episodes.
I think he's been in less than that, because we only saw him for, like...
We've seen Ren a lot more than 5 episodes, I'm pretty sure. Cause
you're talking about Ren? Oh, I thought you were talking about...
Well, they said Charles. Do they mean when they say 5 episodes, like we've seen him as Charles? Or, because, you know, the other episodes we've seen him living as, you know, Ren and dating Melissa.
I saw this theory. I don't remember who said it, but I saw it, and they said that maybe, like, Reese, okay, maybe Charles blackmailed Reese, or not blackmailed, like, stole Reese's identity, and he's really Ren Kingston or something.
Wow, that would be cool.
I don't know. Something like that.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Yo, that actually is really good. I haven't heard that. It actually makes sense. That That totally makes sense. So, like, he's pretending to be Ren Kingston, and Reese is actually Ren Kingston. Woo, I like that. But, like, they even said, we're not going to get a clean slate, like they're telling us. You know, unless they start answering questions from the first second to the end, we're never going to get all the questions that we actually have, that we all have done videos on, back to, God forbid, how many questions we have. Like, we're never going to get it, but I think that this story might just help answer a lot of those questions just because of what the story is. So maybe we will get more than we think, but God, I feel like I'm not even going to be able to take a breath, like, the whole time. Because I'm just going to be like, oh, no way! No way! No way! I can't believe it. 5 years fucking waited for this? Or, this sucks. I can't believe I wasted my life.
Right? I'm hoping it's the first one you said. Oh my God.
I don't think we're going to be disappointed. It's just that we're so used to being disappointed. Because the Ezra thing. And then it's like, so many people still say Ezra could be Charles. And I'm starting to... I don't know, though.
But we saw baby pictures of Ezra.
I know, and he has a mother, you know, and a brother. And I feel like he knows more, or... I don't know. Or maybe he's related to Charles. Imagine.
Maybe they're working together.
I don't know, because... Oh God, here we go. But
people are starting to think Mona is like bad again. But you know what? I think
people still say Mona's redcoat.
Yeah, but
I think she was just a fake redcoat.
Yeah. I think she's pretending to be like redcoat or someone to work with Charles, but she still doesn't know like what he looks like because he's always wearing a mask because he doesn't trust her. So maybe that's why.
This Radley thing. What do you think? Do you think they're gonna... You know how they keep showing that thing with Spencer and she's seeing, like, this young girl and Bradley and this and that? Do you think... I think part of the story, Spencer's involved with this.
Yeah, the little girl looks like her.
Well, she's blonde. Well, I mean, a lot of people are blonde as a kid and then they have dark hair. But I think... I honestly think that Arya was in Radley too. I think she had mental problems too. I think all these girls have something wrong. But I feel like they said, you know, Mona, Charles, Bethany was there, Marion, then obviously Spencer was there. Who knows? Melissa may even have been there, and maybe that's why she's so close to Charles and why now they're living life together. Because their whole family's so fucked up. Because it's just random. Like, Melissa seems, I mean, the character, she seems pretty smart. And you would think that she wouldn't date somebody impersonating someone that's a sociopath. Like, it's reconnecting. I'm waiting for her to come back. This is fun, right? Alright, you're back. All right. I saw it was like reconnecting. I was like, hold on, guys. Oh, by the way, I haven't even been able to... Alright, so I haven't been able to address this yet because I read this last night and I actually was going to do a video extremely pissed off today. Is that somebody went on my page, and this never happens. It was in, I wonder if I could still find it. I'm going to go on my YouTube right now. I have your page open.
It's like the video, right?
Yeah. Okay, so this person commented on my Pretty Little Liars Season 6 spoilers video. And they pretty much put... Mai's alive, it's confirmed that she is, and she ran away from May. She came back when Emily's dad died. So you're wrong. I'm wrong because I fucking know it all, right?
Well, it was never confirmed that Mai is alive. I don't know where they got that from.
And I'm wrong because it says spoilers, theories, and clues. And it doesn't say Jessica is the head fucking writer of Pretty Little Liars, because if I already knew, I wouldn't be this crazy because of the show.
I don't like that. I don't get it. I don't know why people are so rude about it.
I've never had that, and I literally have, I think, 120 Pretty Little Liars video. I've never had someone, like, say, you're wrong, da-da. We all, I think, I mean, we all admit we're all just as confused as the other one. We've all went through, this theory. It's just, even in this video, I'm like, it could be Ezra. No, it can't be Ezra. But it does that to your head because you just want to figure it out so bad, you know? Yeah. And I feel like a lot of times they give us these clues that aren't really clues. We just make them into clues. Like, I really feel like the Arya, like, you know how she always has different things on her shirts and we're trying to, like, say, I mean, I would love for her to be red coat. If she's red coat tonight, I'm going to be so damn happy.
Yeah, I would love her to be the ultimate A.
I really think, okay, like I said before, to me it's so random that Byron Montgomery would bring up randomly that his brother's mentally ill in the beginning of this show. He was like, his uncle, what the frick was his name? I can't remember. Not Scott. Scott, yeah. He's, has mental issue. I think it was when she was going through something. He was like, if you're going through something, your uncle is mental, issues, da-da-da-da. Why would you randomly bring that up? And why do they always show her, like we've said before, looking into mirrors and, like...
She has a crazy twin.
She either has some sort of twin or she has, like, personality disorder. Like, she has, like, multiple personalities. And she is strange. And then, didn't you just say, they said something about, aren't you having shock therapy or something?
Yeah, oh my god, like, was that...
I looked it up and it says they do that for people with freaking schizophrenia.
Oh my god. Oh.
I was like, maybe one day she's playing Redcoat and one day she's Black Veil. And a lot of people say it's like the same, person. Like, a lot of people think that a lot of this is just like, imagine if it's Charles dressed as a girl.
Oh, God.
It won't happen. I'm starting to really wish that this show wasn't on ABC Family. Because I feel like the story could be more fucked up.
Yeah.
But, like I said, like the incest or stuff. And then a part of me, I'm starting to still think, like, where's Lucas? They mentioned Lucas, didn't they? No, they mentioned Noel.
Noel and
Jenna. I thought they mentioned... But I'm still sketchy. Lucas plays into this somehow, and he probably was in Radley at some point, too, and he knows Charles.
Everybody in Rosewood was in Radley, probably.
These kids are all messed up. It's in the water, I think. I don't know. It's like... I don't know what to expect tonight. I'm, like, so nervous. It's only 10:22. I'm sure I didn't put it on. I mean, I'm sure they're playing all the 6A episodes, I'm sure.
It starts at 12.
Oh.
So I'm going to take my shower and everything before that.
I mean, it's just like, I feel like maybe I'm going to do some stuff, but maybe I'll, like, see if I can catch something. Because I feel like sometimes when you rewatch it, you'll see something else. Because they always have, like, the thing that I sent you with Ren, Love Thy Neighbor, and then it was in the A layer, and it's in his apartment.
It has to be. I mean, like, come on. I don't know.
That would not make sense. And then what do they mean, Nate? Like, why would it be Love Thy Neighbor? So, like... Oh, wait. Did he live with... No, he didn't live with Melissa in the house. What? In the barn?
Yeah. In the barn. He lived in there.
He was her neighbor.
Oh, yeah. Good thinking. I didn't think...
That's what I was thinking. OMG. And, when Grunwald said the one that she fears the most, he's touched. Well, he kissed Spencer. Didn't he? He touched Hannah at the hospital. And kissed her. Emily? I don't know. I feel like him and Emily haven't been close. And then something with Arya, too, I think. Because I remember I looked that up. So, we thought it was Ezra that night. Remember? Like... Or Toby. People started thinking, it's Toby. Oh, it's Caleb.
Because then Ezra was revealed the episode before, but he was writing a book. That's the worst storyline ever.
Yeah, and then we haven't even talked about it in the book. Where's the book? You'd think that he has a coffee shop and he sells books. Wouldn't he have published his book by now?
Yeah, and why haven't the girls asked Ezra, Toby, Allison about everything? Like, who's Beach Hottie? Who's this?
That's another one on my list that I have on my computer. Honestly, Beach Hottie can't be Ren now because for a while, that's who I thought it was. A lot of us did. We thought it was Wilden, and then we thought maybe it is Wilden because it's not Ren, it's not Charles.
The way they
Like,
confirm things in the show is like, why do you have to like not give a straight answer? You know what I'm saying? They
I
have to give a
think
straight answer.
when we hear this, but then supposedly the 2 minutes that we saw, they said is the first 2 minutes of the episode. Apparently, the 2 minutes that we saw are the last minutes of this episode.
Yeah.
And then he turns around, and then we don't know if he dies until 6B. We know he dies. It's called Game Over, Charles.
Yeah. He's gonna be revealed in the beginning, so.
So yes,
Probably before.
to Allison, because the end of the episode, he shows his, and she goes, didn't she say, what did she say? She was like, oh my God, or something.
Marlene said that we're gonna find out at the same time as the girls.
I think Allie's gonna know. Well, he does it to Allie, and the girls aren't there, so I'm assuming Allie should know
I
first.
see a picture of them and Radley, and they're like, oh my God, and I think that's when he turns around.
Oh yeah, I remember Emily's face because I'm sorry, but Shay Mitchell as the fucking worst actor. I'm sorry, she looks the same on everything.
Funny. She's like,
She says, I mean, nothing against you, Shay Mitchell, but you're a terrible actress. She has the same reaction for everything. It's just
yeah,
like,
I noticed that.
because of her eyes, beautiful eyes, but they're just like she looks so doofy, it looks so fake.
So
And then the other, Hannah, I think, has the best reaction, but...
yeah, I think she's the best crier on the show.
Yeah. Oh, God, Arya is such a,
Much.
You can tell it's fake that they put something in her eyes. Arya, or Lucy, because it just goes down, when you do that, when you're in acting class, it goes straight down, like, here, and that's how she cries every single time.
Really?
Yeah, when you put the stuff in your eyes, it forces the water out, like, here, so every time you see Arya crying, it's just, like, literally, they have to make her cry. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Hannah's good, yeah.
I don't think she can. The only time
Because she has multiple personalities.
I like when she was crying, like, about Mike and Mona. Like, when Mike was crying.
And then, where the fuck's Mike been now? Like, I don't know.
He's on Teen Wolf. I watch it.
Oh, okay.
And he plays, like, the evil dude.
That makes sense. But, I don't know. You like that scene with him and Mona. I just thought it was so... Mona used to be my favorite character. She really was. And Ren. At the beginning, when I first started watching the show. And then, I don't know, that whole emotional, thing, and they're kissing. And I was like, I'm sorry. I can't feel sorry for you, Mona.
I used to love Toby, and now I'm just like,
Well, because it's so unrealistic. Okay, yeah, you're just a cop. Really? It doesn't go that fast to become a cop. And the time span, they've told us, it's such a short period of time. There's no way he could be a fucking cop that fast. And somebody that was put on trial for murder, even though he didn't do it or anything, I don't think he would be able to be a cop that fast. It's so this show is just so unrealistic sometimes.
I love Lorenzo, though. I love him. Oh, I would marry
Like you said, you were like, well, why would he go? Because by now, even though he doesn't know the girls, Toby knew that they were gonna go. Those girls are trouble. They're gonna go where they're not supposed to go, and he knew that, and he does obviously care about her, so he wanted to protect her, even though he's not supposed to. He's going as Lorenzo, not as detective. But I thought the Clark thing, oh my God, I noticed right before they even said that's what he was, I texted you, I was like, he's a detective.
oh my God, why does he have a gun? And then
He's a cop. But then, and that's why the whole spoiler about Clark's gay, remember? Why would somebody even say that? Who the hell cares what someone is on this show? What would that have to do with anything? I think that was their way of saying, he wasn't trying to get with Arya. He wasn't. He was trying to protect her. So, the spoiler kind of made sense. They're trying to say that he's not trying to hit on her.
Why was he looking out for Arya, though? The other girls don't have undercover.
Well, you don't know that. Lorenzo supposedly, I don't know. Maybe there are other people.
What if that? I'd be so mad if Lorenzo was undercover trying to protect Allie. I'd be so mad right now. I'd be so mad. I mean, like, if his feelings weren't true, I'd be so mad.
I don't know. Supposedly, sorry guys, spoiler, but supposedly he's supposed to die next half.
Oh no.
I thought he was.
That's not gonna sit well with me.
Because, Allison just can deal with another traumatic thing, right? Well, the jump is, the scary part about this is how much are we going to get, because we're supposed to see part of that time jump tonight. And supposedly that's why it doesn't make sense that what we saw is the ending, because the picture that they showed us, I don't think we're seeing the time jump tonight. I don't think we're seeing the time jump to the premiere. I really don't. I think the ending is Charles going to have his hands straight out freaking jumping. I think that's the ending. And then that comes to an end. Like, the reign of Charles is over. And then we're going to see how they deal with post-traumatic stress.
I'm not even excited about the time jump.
I don't, honestly, not saying... I understand why they say we feel bad for Charles. Like we said, little Charles.
Little Charlie.
If they show... I still want to believe that you were right when you were like, Jason was the one that tried to kill her and Charles got blamed. Because that's kind of similar to what happens in the Pretty Little Liars books, is that there's twins and Courtney is the evil twin and she kills Allie and then lives as Allie. Everyone thinks Courtney died. So it totally makes sense that Jason is actually the bad one, the whole thing. And then maybe that's why he was trying to get him to come by himself, like, to see it. Probably because he was going to kill him because he's so pissed. Like, but you think Ken's dead? You think he killed Ken?
Yeah.
Ken, where is he?
I think Ken killed Ken.
Unless Reese killed Ken. I don't know. Because he was in the room. He was in the house. And what the hell? The moms are locked in the basement? Oh, the basement where freaking...
And how did they know his scotch? That was his scotch. I put it in jail.
A always drinks that shit. Remember way back when, actually in the one that they show with Love Thy Neighbor, there's a friggin' glass of scotch in that A scene. And it's the same kind of thing. Just like that much of a pour. And A obviously likes to drink just alcohol straight up. Like you never say, well, yeah, there was wine because they poured the one where it was spin the bottle with the wine. It's always alcohol. That's how you know. Uh-huh.
I wanted to talk about this too. Why was Cece wearing a black hoodie and then we see her in a red coat also?
Oh yeah, when she was spying, listening into Ezra's house, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a coincidence that she's CD and Charles is CD initials.
Oh God, if it's her, I'm gonna flick.
Because but it just wouldn't make sense because there's no way that. On my phone's at 20%. Hold on. How much do I have? Oh, I got it. Okay. We could talk a couple minutes. I don't, like we said, we don't think they'll do something like that, but it may not be that she might have just be pretending to be Charles. Charles really is dead. She killed him. And then she's just trying to act as him, and so he's blamed, and it's not Cece. Like the same thing, like you said, like Charles may have stolen Reese's identity as Ren. You know, like it could be like the same thing. She's really acting as Charles, but she's, Charles really might be dead. She might have killed him. It's just really random. What is Cece's role? Because it doesn't make sense. Why was she important in the show and then disappeared? A lot of people say that somehow, like, Bethany was Charles' true love or something. Like in Radley. And then, like, when he wasn't the one that, when Bethany ended up being in the grave, he didn't do that to her. Somebody else did. Because that's how the story gets all crazy. And that's why his motive is that maybe Spencer's the one that really killed Bethany Young. That night when they were like, we saw you, and when Allie's like, I saw you, and, she was hysterical, and she thought it was Allie, and they were dressed in the same fucking clothes.
Why, though? Like, I don't understand.
But that might be part of the motive, but I just still don't understand Aria, Emily.
Yellow tops.
Why? What's the motive? The motive for Spencer, obviously, if she did that to Bethany Young, and that's his half-sister, we don't know who the heck, I don't truly believe that Kenneth is really his father because she gets around.
I think the Cece we saw in that flashback with her and the yellow top, I think that was Bethany.
Maybe Bethany, Cece's twin?
Or Cece. Wait, I don't know. Oh,
It could be her twin. It could be her sister.
I don't know. I don't know if that was Cece or
Because there's so many half siblings in this show, like just because they don't have the same names, it's crazy. See, this is what happens. 25 minutes in, we're talking in circles.
Their lives took over our lives.
Well,
Yeah, I'm kidding.
well, I didn't start watching the show until, wait, it started what, 2010? I didn't start watching the show to February 2012. It already had started, and I was.
Like when Mona was revealed.
I started watching it. I think it was third season, maybe. I'm trying to think. It would make sense. I watched the first 2 seasons on DVD. I remember I bought them. I watched them in I'm not even kidding you. I was extremely sick. I didn't leave the house for 10 days. I was so sick. So that's what I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch the show because my little cousin, who's 12 years younger than me, she was 13 then? She was watching it. And she was like, oh, Jess, you should watch the show. I'm like, all right. So I bought the seasons and I watched them all from start to finish, first and second seasons. And when I started watching it, it's the best season.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I ended up keep watching it, because I feel like if I would have watched it, like all you guys, watching it from the beginning and waiting a week and waiting for this, but I did call it in the beginning of the first season, Ren sketchy. And there's the other thing, him nosy bitches, and they put EY and all that. Come on, that's the biggest clue? And if it's not Ren, why would you write it like that?
I do not believe Mona was from the pilot. I think she was I think when Marlene said she was there originally, I think she meant when Allison was getting threats from A.
Before the actual show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I honestly, I feel like maybe, obviously Mona has mental issues, but I feel like she feels like she's in control by doing all this kind of stuff, and she might be bad again. I really do think that she might be bad again.
I really hope she's not bad. That's just me, though.
She won't last long. She'll probably be killed off if that happens, because they're gonna show Mona dealing with after Charles? No, she has no role. And then it's are we supposed to see Jenna? I know Jenna, the real actress had a baby and everything, but she hasn't been in the show. And where the hell is all the other ones? Are they going to be on this? They've been a part of this whole story, and then we haven't saw them in how long? Lucas, Noel, Jenna, Shauna, all these people. Where the hell are they? Oh, yeah. That's right. Whoops.
Wait, okay.
Well, is she? No. Maya.
Remember we were talking and we think that Black Widow's going to be revealed to the audience?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think she's going to take over in 6B?
Makes sense, right? Well, you want to know the crazy thing? Why is she called Black Widow? Because Charles dies. She's a widow. She's a widow if Charles dies. That's why she's Black Widow. Why else would she be called the Black Widow? What, because she's I know it's a spider, a Black Widow. But if you think about it, a widow, your spouse deceased. So if Charles dies, she takes over.
I think it's Melissa, but I don't want it to be Melissa.
I think it's Melissa too. But I'm trying to think who else it could be. And then that's when everyone's like, it's Maya. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, because she wasn't married, so...
Well, not necessarily that, but what if it's Ian? Because if it's Ian, wasn't she married to freaking Ian?
Oh my god, yeah.
She's been a widow this whole time to Ian.
And Marlene said we're going to see dead people. But I don't know if she meant flashbacks. She probably meant flashbacks.
What? Where do you see this, on Twitter? I don't do Twitter because I would lose my life if I can't. Like, I actually have one, and every day it asks me to confirm it, and I was like, nope, I'll never get anything done any day. There's no way. And they say today is the day that Pretty Little Liars fan are going to shut down the internet.
Face to Face is already trending.
Oh my god. And then I haven't watched it in a while, but you know the BuzzFeed TV? I have to watch what they say after this episode.
Who's BuzzFeed?
The BuzzFeed TV, the YouTube that does the summaries of the TV shows. I thought you said you watched it before. They do like every single show imaginable. They do Scream, they do Teen Wolf, they do
After show?
or AfterBuzz. AfterBuzz.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
AfterBuzz. So I have to watch what they have to say because they usually have someone from the show on their finale show. And last time it was supposed to be Lucas, and then magically it wasn't on there. They were just trying to mess with us. But then they said something about Lucas this time, and I was like, if it's Lucas, actually, if I think about it, I don't think I would be mad if it was Lucas, if it was Ian.
That doesn't make sense, though.
Yeah, but, I mean, when I was younger, like a teenager, I looked way older than my age. Now it's like the opposite. So, like, when I was 16, 17, I looked like I was 23. So, like, and it could go vice versa. So, I don't think age, if you're a sociopath, you'll make it happen. Like, I don't want it to be Noel. I really don't. I don't know.
I'd be shocked if it was Noel, though. I'd be surprised a little bit.
Because she trusted him.
Why? Yeah, exactly.
But he's so protective of her. Like, why did she trust him? We still don't know his secret. Remember that whole thing? So,
I don't know how it's Noel if it is Noel. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because of the age. So, if they come up with, like, a good explanation.
What is it, 10%? Yeah, I know. Alright, I gotta shut this off because my phone's gonna die. But, I guess, T minus how many hours? 9? What am I gonna do?
9 hours.
I'm gonna lose it. But, alright. Thank you for joining me. I'll text you. Bye.
Okay. Alright, bye.
Everybody go subscribe to Ellie below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye.